All right, guys, I got y'all's messages while I was sitting in the class. So I stepped out just for you all, just to give you some guidance. This is exactly what we've been doing all year. I think it's the questions and the graphic organizer that's throwing you guys off. So let's scroll all the way down to number 1 to look at what we're supposed to be doing. So for number 1, it says, what bias does the title contain about the subject? All right, guys, up here where it says, give me one second, where it says source, and it's also right here. Here's the title. Let me highlight that for you all. Right here where it says source, that is the title. Sorry. You might hear some things. You guys got to deal with me. I told you guys I stepped out. This is the title. So the title is Caring for Animals, Tutoring Kids, Helping Seniors. Volunteer hours are more than a graduation must. They are life lessons. So with your partner, read that section and then decide what is the bias or the opinion about that title. What about that title is very opinionated? Okay, so that's what you're doing for number 1. So for number 2, we've been talking about reliable sources. Okay. Could you rely on this article to write informational text, a real research paper? Could you? Does it have dates? Okay. Does this author have credentials? Are they someone that's reliable? Okay. Or is this just somebody off the street that wrote an article and it's very opinionated? So with your partner, decide, is that a reliable source? Or is this article a reliable source? Okay. What other valuable information does this source provide? I want you with your partner, you all decide what is valuable, okay, about this source. What is a good piece of information that you could get from that article? Now, this is what you guys were asking me about, was the graphic organizer. Okay, so don't let this graphic organizer stress you out. Okay, so while you're reading, where it says considerations, all it's asking you to do here is to find, and hold on. Oh, I don't have my pen. Hold on, guys. This has been a perfect time to have my pen. Give me one second. It's in here somewhere. Uh, I might can just use my finger. I can use my finger. All right, so one fact. Find one fact. Sorry, I'm using my finger. I told you guys I'm using my finger. That says one fact. While you're reading that article, go find one fact. Remember, something that's factual usually has data in it, percentages, timelines, years, things like that. So find that sentence that contains that fact. And what I suggest that you do is highlight the whole entire sentence. So once you have highlighted the entire sentence, right here, this is what we've been doing all year. Textual evidence. You know that means what? Write the sentence word from word with what? Quotation marks. So once you find your one fact, you highlighted your sentence with the fact. Type it there, okay? So once you have done that, it says effect on reader. What is the reader likely to believe or recognize after reading the article? So based on the sentence that you listed, what does it make the reader think? And that question is actually really easy, because when you read that sentence that you listed, what does it make you think? Or what does it make you believe? Okay? For this section, opinion, find one opinion. I told you guys I'm using my finger, so just deal with me. Find an opinion, highlight it like I told you to do with the fact. And then right here, what you guys are going to do is type that sentence word from word with the quotation marks. That's your text evidence, the proof that this is where I got this opinion. Once you read the opinion right here, what does it make you believe? Okay. Now let's look at tone of opinion. So the opinion that you listed here, okay, there we go. The opinion that you listed here, you're going to list it again. You're going to use this to determine the tone. Okay. Remember, we've been working on tone. We've been working on connotation and denotation. How do you figure out the tone of a passage? You analyze what? The diction, the word choice. So is the sentence or the opinion that you listed mostly positive or is it mostly negative? And there's a possibility that it's neutral. Okay, so on your own, you found your opinion, analyze it, decide whether it's mostly positive or mostly negative. Okay, so once you have done that, you decide, is the tone happy? Is it tone informative? Is the tone angry? What is the tone? Okay, again, right here, your text evidence, you just put that same sentence there again. And then based on the tone, this is the one that's going to be different. Based on the word choice, what does this make the reader believe? Okay. Explain how or whether the writer intentionally creates bias. All right. So is, just like we did yesterday, is this writer intentionally trying to get us to agree with him, or is it unintentional from lack of information? Okay. Now, I told you guys I'm at the conference. I do have my Chromebook out. I am watching you all. If you have another problem, just let me know. I'll step out. I have my Google Doc open, and I'm going to make sure I have it open. So if you have a problem, just questions for me. It's not chat for y'all. Y'all are together. Okay. But if you want to get in contact with me, I have the Google Doc open for you. Type that question to me, and I'll get back with you as soon as possible. If I go MIA, missing in action, that means that I'm a little busy, but I promise y'all are on my mind. You know I love you. I'll be checking the Google Doc to see if you guys listed any questions for me. Okay? Have a great day. Continue to do well for the sub. I miss you all, and you guys are doing great.